Emerge from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
All day, dog. Jim. Come on, rest. Hey, we got it.
Johnson running right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida.
Ready. Hey, go on. Let him know. Let him know. Watch the eye.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Come on, set. 60 out, Lord. Come on. I'm coming for you, sir.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. Glover Quinn there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Orbit. Don't get nervous. 44. 44, 44, Mike, 44. Hey, out.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Check. Fresno. Go, take it.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And able to find Kirk complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Go! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you, boy.
They try the left side with Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal.
Come on, QB, come on. Under crunch. Explain.
He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
He's crashing. He's checking. Next box. Check. Kill.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gun. Check 53, check 53.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 20.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah,
right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. You're running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty? But I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Newton to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All right, T, let's under 10.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Check it back.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Glover Quinn finding his way into the backfield on the safety blitz. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball, dog. Get that ball. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Go. Kill it. Motion me out.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And completes it to Cook over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in Hampshire Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
A give left side to Collins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Watch the whip.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Carolina getting set to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Newton. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. This time they stay on the ground. They'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Ready? Ready? Yeah, Mark. Let's go. Ready?
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Torrey Smith. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Say, run, say.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, crunch, okay? Shoot. Hey, pop.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick up the ball. He's coming. 66. Pull it. Now. Hey, switch gears. Okay.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. He juked him. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
is to Mike. 44 is to Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 44 is to Mike. 40. Check.
Play fake. Murray. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Foes to Mike. Mike's foes. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Yeah. Protect. That's mine. I got him.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. But he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Great. 8. Express.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
SOS. 8. 58 to Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Watch the next shot. 58, boys. 58. Next pass. Record. 58.
From the 36, Newton steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're
got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's got some space here. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch your lane.
Hey, check three.
Now Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Cardinals win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then